In her 19 years on the professional women's bowling tour, Aleta Sill has had her share of ups and downs. Tonight she looks to tie the all-time title record as she goes for title number 30. The Southern Virginia Open is next. The Professional Women's Bowling Association returns to the warm weather and warm hearts of Danville, Virginia. Welcome inside Country Club Lanes for the finals of the Southern Virginia Open. Hi everyone, I'm Jan Schmidt, and for the second straight week we have 4 veterans and 1 newcomer on our telecast. Sitting at the top of the ladder is Aleta Sill. She needs to capture just 1 match in order to tie the all-time title record of 30. In the number 2 spot, trying to recapture her winning form, is Tammy Turner. After falling out of the show last week, Jackie Mickiewicz hung tough last night to qualify 3rd. In the 4th spot is Brenda Norman, and she's making her TV debut. Dee Dee Davidson had just enough last night to hang on to the number 5 spot. Well, the big story tonight, of course, beside you, Dick, is that Aleta Sill could tie Lisa Wagner's all-time title record with 30 titles if she wins tonight. But Aleta's looking at another number.
Yes, she is. She's looking at the MasterCard $50,000 first place, or 300 game prize. So if she gets that, that's over $1 million.
Yeah, she wants to be the first woman to reach that $1 million. As we finish up the 12th event of the PWBA Tour, let's take a look at the leaders in some of the PWBA statistical categories. The 1998 U.S. Open champion, Aleta Sill, leads the earnings category, followed by Carol Giannotti-Block, Marianne DeRupo, Tammy Turner, and Kim Adler. Sill, a 29-time PWBA champion, has cashed in every tournament this year and is on track to become the first professional woman bowler to reach the $1 million mark in career earnings. She currently has $944,147 in career earnings, with 11 tournaments left this year. Giannotti-Block and Sill also lead in rankings for the end-of-the-year event with the PBA, followed by Carolyn Dorn-Ballard, Marianne DeRupo, and Dana Miller-Mackey. In our last match, Tammy Turner took down Jackie Mickiewicz 249-222 and will be the one to take on Aleta Sill for the championship match. It's coming up next.
Wonderful lady she is.
We're ready for our championship match. Tammy Turner against Aleta Sill. And that website is kept up for us by Donna Hazel of Bowling World. She helps us out with that. And again, the site www.pwba.com. First look at Aleta Sill in the championship match. Oh, what an opening shot.
Gee whiz. That 5-pin shoots right straight back. 5-step delivery. She squares those shoulders up just right at the release of her bowling ball.
And that's why she likes to have a lot of conditioner in the front part of the lane, because she likes to play pretty square to the lane. She doesn't like to open up that much.
It's sort of a Johnny Petraglia style in the men's division, and it really takes a lot of practice to do that.
Speaking of the conditioner in the heads and the front part of the lane, I know our tournament director, Rick Ramsey, wants to thank Roger Griffin of Rogers Pro Shop in Greensboro, North Carolina. He assisted him with the lane conditioning this week, and he was a big help.
Yes, he was. Big scores. 3 300s. 215 average, you get in the top 24.
Ooh, and Aleta stops. And that's hard to stop like that, Dick, in the middle of your approach.
She did that last night 2 times. I'm just wondering if she gets her feet going too fast, or I don't know how she stops like that.
I don't know either, but she's going to regroup. And you mentioned the 3 300s. They were by Michelle Barker, Liz Johnson, and Kim Kennedy. Anne-Marie Dugan with a 299, leaving a 10-pin in the 10th.
Well, that stop didn't bother her, that's for sure.
She needs $55,853 to break that $1 million in earnings. There's not going to be a 300 here tonight.
Unfortunately not.
But there won't be that $50,000 MasterCard bonus.
She's climbing fast, though.
But don't forget, as she trips that 6-pin, she is going to tie if she wins tonight. She will tie Lisa Wagner's all-time title record, 30 victories. That's a bunch.
Yes, it is. That's a tremendous amount of championships. Last night I asked her, I says, when she gets in trouble, what does she do? And she says, I go home and watch films of myself. And I get back in my timing, get back in a good release of the ball.
That's a good idea to do when you start to struggle a little bit. You want to look at what you can point out on film. As Aleta strikes, she has a commanding lead. Will she reach yet another milestone and tie Lisa Wagner's record of 30 titles? We'll be right back to find out. We're back in the championship match of the Southern Virginia Open. In the middle of the 7th frame, we went away for a few frames. Aleta Sill now leading by 44. Tammy Turner, an unfortunate break of 4-9 in the 4th. Strike, 7-count spare strike. Aleta's been in the pocket, leaving only a 7-pin in the last 2 frames. Lifetime versus Tammy Turner, 2-0 on television, looking to better that to 3-0. And again, a 7-pin.
Another light 7 frame before that, same lane.
Same lane, yep. Well, you saw the righties leaving 10 pins on lane 18, left-handers leaving 7 pins.
Now, you've watched these two ladies bowl in the past, Jan. Do you think the 18 years of experience that Aleta has over Tammy Turner, who has 5 years of experience on her, does she have an advantage?
I don't think so. I think when they're out there now, they're both pretty well equal. They're both seasoned. Now, we talked about Aleta going for title number 30. Dick, you asked her what other goals she had yet in bowling.
Well, I think the $1 million is in my mind. I would like to do that, be the first. I'm going to have a really good end of the year, though, because I'm still probably $50,000 short of it. So I'm going to have to make some shows and win some, and that's not always easy to do with the talent out here, but I'll try.
She's trying.
Yes, she is. She says she's always working on her game, constantly. Releases and bowling balls, what have you. Speeds.
Well, Aleta led this field by 350 pins, and it seems appropriate to me as a bowler that she should win this event.
There's 3 soft 7s now in lane 18. But she says, why not leave them? I'm so far ahead.
It's enough. She doesn't even need to bowl after this. Right now she has 188 without taking another shot. That's enough, and Aleta Sill ties Lisa Wagner's record, 30 titles.
That's a tremendous amount of titles. Congratulations to her. She's a tremendous bowler.
Coming up light on there, but she's just trying to get the ball off her hand and finish out.
She's trying to get through.
Well, it doesn't matter. Aleta Sill is your champion of this year's Southern Virginia Open. Stay with Dick Weber and I will share in her excitement. There's your champion of the Southern Virginia Open, Aleta Sill. Final score, 203-180. She's now a 30-time champion. And here to present a beautiful check, Frank Valenzuela from Country Club Lanes.
How you doing? Aleta, I'd like to, on behalf of Country Club Lanes, I'd like to present you with another great win and another trophy. Here you go. Congratulations.
And in with the check that I know you're waiting for is Robin and Chico Valenzuela, our hosts.
Aleta, congratulations from Country Club Lanes 2, and again for making history for us. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I'd just like to thank Chico, Robin. What a great week. You can't ask for better hosts and hostesses. I guess this is a history-making bowling center because Michelle shot 300 the first time, and I finally hit 30. I don't even have words for it. I'm just so elated. Thank you very much.
And Dick Weber, do you have a question for a champion?
Well, Aleta, congratulations. I know you're thrilled to death, aren't you?
I can't even describe it. I never thought it would happen.
Being tied with Lisa Wagner is a thrill also.
Well, it is. Lisa's a great player. It's 30 titles is a lot, and I never thought I would get up there, but I'm glad he did.
Well, congratulations.
And how's it looking for that $1 million?
A little better now. Still have to bowl good the rest of the year, but I'm just happy with this week.
Well, it was a great week. You were a fine champion. Aleta Sill, once again, the champion of the Southern Virginia Open. Another exciting Southern Virginia Open draws to a close. For the legendary Dick Weber, I'm Jan Schmidt. Thanks for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the telecast. Be sure to join us next week for the Chattanooga Open from Holiday Bowl in Chattanooga, Tennessee, Tuesday at 3 p.m. right here on ESPN.